Some of Dr. Kang's formulas are listed here. Grandpa's limitless remedies.
Well, females' health is very important, especially the modern age we live in, that especially women, and most of the time people say, oh, I want a good woman or I want a good man, but if you have this scenario, if you take two bottles and one you put dirt in it and then the other one was clean, which one will you choose? Everyone will choose the clean bottle. So often, we're telling people to put so many different kinds of toxins and all kinds of things in their body, especially for women or whatever they need, because of their system is very complicated. Is very complicated than the ones of men. So women, they need special attention, to take care of their bodies than men. There's so many things, men can do and get away with it, but women, they can't. So women's health is very important, that they're constantly, putting the right nutritional things, especially due to their cycle. Most women are suffering from, low iron because, every single month, their body is releasing, blood, and when they're losing blood or whatever, a lot of them, they become, blood deficient. They start having shorter blood, or they start having an iron deficient. It's stuff that is common, and a lot of them you see, especially the women of color, they start getting there like, oh, I'm cold, I'm feeling very, very cold, or whatever. And then when they start getting to a certain age or whatever, their bodies, they become hard cold, and then they start developing almost like the bipolar syndrome, where one moment they're happy, the next moment they're sad, the next moment they're confused, not knowing. So all of these kinds of things causes for bad choices to be made, and then it affects maybe even the child, they might be taken care of, they might be buried. So it's very important that a woman brings his or herself to a state of wholeness, eating right, doing all the right things that is required, even things like deodorants that they put, try to use as natural form of deodorants, try to eat clean food. The reason why we even have body odors, smelling body odors, is because we're eating bad. The under the arms were made to perspirate. So if you're not perspirating and you're clogging that, then the toxins are not coming out of you. But if it smells so bad, then that should tell you a sign that you're eating dead things. And my whole concept is that everything that's dead has to be buried. If you see a difference between a dead cow and a dead human, there's really no difference. The two things stink. Male health, just like the female health or whatever, living in the modern world, we have too much poisons and too much toxins, we're consuming. So it's very important that we put in the right things in our body, eating a balanced diet, so we can have proper health. If you see animals, they don't struggle with their sexual drive. They don't struggle with a lot of things that human beings are struggling with. And the reason being why? Because we're clogging the pipe most of the time. We're not drinking proper water. We're not putting the right nutrient. Animals, they're living very, very simple in nature. They don't complicate their diet.
So relaxation and rest also factors into this. How?
Yes, well, relaxation and rest is very important, and that's why we sleep. That's why it's very important, that because just like the heart, when it's constantly pumping, as you're walking, you're doing all the physical activity, or you're running, the heart is pumping very, very fast. So it's very important that every single day, we give it a rest, either by having a good night's sleep or by relaxing, because we're not human machines, we're human beings. And the term human beings, it simply means we're actually designed to just be. It doesn't mean you sit and be lazy, it simply means you try to do, but try to also keep a balance in this life, because, as human beings, we're beings of balance.
חופים הם לפעמים גם געגועים לנחל, ראיתי פעם חוף של נחל עזבו, עם לב שבור של חול ואבן, והאדם והאדם, ולפעמים גם כן יכול להישאר, נטוש ובלי כוחות, ממש כמו והצדפים כמו החול, כמו המים, גם הצדפים הם לפעמים געגועים לבית שתמיד אהבנו, והאדם והאדם ולפעמים גם כן יכול להישאר נטוש ובלי